For the 12th time in the history of African Cup of Nations, and for the first time since Egypt won the Nations Cup in 2006, the host nation is the winner of African Cup of Nations. Ivory Coast defeated Nigeria in a very boring, from a Nigerian perspective angle, in a boring final, but to an Ivory Coast, it was one of their best games in the last 20 years. I'm here again with my guys to dissect and feel your pulse about the African Nations Cup final between Nigeria and Ivory Coast. Let me start from God's power. God's power. What's on your mind? I just want to hear, I just want to feel your pulse. I just want to feel your pulse. My guy, waiting this song, waiting do Nigeria.
It was a very good game, but not as in Nigeria. And it was very boring from the Nigerian perspective. We all sat defending and still conceded 2 goals. It was so annoying yesterday. As a Nigerian, it was a bad game. It was a bad game.
A bad game. Oh wow. Was it a bad game for you as well?
An annoying game. A very annoying game. Nigeria chose the wrong day to play what they played yesterday. The wrong, like, you've been playing well since. What happened? A lot of players switched off. Players we expected to do well switched off. I know that we have been praising. The only thing I know did wrong before yesterday was the penalty he missed. He was very, very okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday he switched. He forgot how to play football. Let me just say that, because he everything he did was wrong. His passes, marking. I think that did I think I was used him.
No, that guy used him for yesterday.
And then I'm talking about Sanusi. Sanusi forgot how to play, how to knock the ball out of. Are you kidding me? Forgot how to defend. At least what we say about Sanusi is okay. If you cannot attack,
at least defend properly.
He can defend. Yesterday he didn't even know how to do that well. When he was supposed to head out, what is that? He was chasing the ball. What are you doing?
He chased it for the opponent's player.
Like everybody switched off yesterday. It will be. I did not understand. It will be was. Do you know how you play like you don't even know what you are playing? It will be was. There's one clip of him. Everyone's really attacking. He was just watching as if he was watching like a referee. like he wasn't in the game at all. So it's annoying. That game yesterday was annoying because they didn't come to play. They just came to. I'm not. Don't start me with the coach. Don't even get me started.
The coach. Well, I think for the coach to an extent, he has his fault. Because from the beginning, you have a 4-man defense and you have a Calvin Bassey, who is also a defender, joining your midfield. What are you trying to do? You are trying to set up a 5-man defense in disguise. Who are those in front of your defenders? Onyeka and Nwobi. What is the work of Onyeka? Is to mop up defense. Is to mop up possession. What is Nwobi doing?
Well, I think our first game we played a 4-man defense. Yes. Then I think from the coach's perspective, he felt the 4-man defense did not work.
I don't think we've not been playing 4-man.
No, I think playing 5. No, our first game we played 4-man defense.
It was the same lineup. It was the same lineup with Cap. Look at check the lineup. It was the same lineup. See
on paper it is 4. On paper it is 4.
It is 4. But in practice it was 5.
It was not. We know it's not 4.
It was 5.
But in our first game we played practical flat 4-man defense.
Yes.
Then from our second game, we started playing 5-man defense. Onyeka was the only standout player from that midfield yesterday. He was everywhere marking. He was marking and he was winning those balls. But the problem was creativity. We sat so deep defending.
Iwobi was
for me, Iwobi is the worst player in that squad. To me, after Iwobi, Zedu is another worst player in that squad. Zedu has been poor all through the season, all through the tournament.
It's been bad.
And Balai chose the wrong day to switch off.
Village people as well.
Adingra in and out, center back, corner, everywhere. He was just dribbling him.
I was using him.
I want to ask
And why I don't want to blame the team so much is because most of these guys played 90 minutes in all competition. Online now played every match 90 minutes. The defense played 90 minutes.
These are players
the midfield play.
These are players that play in Europe.
Yes, they play in Europe.
And you don't do this all the time.
No, you play in Europe.
Week out. You are playing how many players? How many games
How many of them play 90 minutes in 4 days? Most of them are playing for lower divisions now.
That body is not a machine.
We know that.
These guys played 90 minutes. They even played. Some of them played 120 minutes. Haba.
So did.
But my issue.
So did the Ivorians.
No.
So did the Ivorians.
No.
What is no?
Adinga didn't start the campaign with them.
Yes.
Sebastian Hele didn't start the campaign with them.
Yes.
At a certain point, some of these players came into the team after they sacked their coach.
Yeah, after they sacked him.
So
Senior coach.
you see, we used most of the 11, as in most, in fact, 95% of the people that played, they played all through. So I just felt it was a bad day in the office. But me, my blame goes to the coach.
Guys, what can you say about Chukwueze?
Chukwueze is an average player.
I have a question. Yeah? Before we talk about Chukwueze, what was the idea behind benching Moses Simon for Chukwueze in that match?
Okay, I think I will defend that because I feel the only match that Moses Simon played well was the last match
against Angola.
That
provided the assist.
That is the only match. He has been average. In fact, he has been wasteful. His decision is poor. His passes is poor. Everything about him is poor. So I felt coming into the final, we've seen Moses Simon start like 2-3 games. I just felt from the coach's perspective, he wants a new attack with Samuel Chukwueze. So he did it, but he backfired.
You know the problem with that? The problem with that is, who changes a working formula? Okay, yes, we Simon have been worse, has been this, has been that, but we've been winning. With Simon. We've been winning. Why choose the final to start Chukwueze?
Okay, so at least where I see the match, we always complain of Simon. I don't know if that's what you guys do.
But we complain for Chukwueze too. It's not like
that was why I asked. What's the problem with Chukwueze? Chukwueze, this guy plays for AC Milan of Italy. This guy cannot just do the basic things.
Another reason why I felt he started Chukwueze ahead of Simon was towards the closing end of South Africa match when they introduced Chukwueze. Did you see his touches? Did you see his passes?
Yeah, he was
brighter, he was sharper, and his decision was better than Moses Simon. So coming to the final, the coach felt this guy showed me some glimpse of what he can do. Let's just start him in the final.
That's the story of Chukwueze. That's basically the story of Chukwueze. Come out second half and do.
Do you know why? Because he's an average player.
You see, this
exactly. Moses Simon is an average player too. So he's not left between choose this average player or choose the average player. He went for the better option to him.
The story of Chukwueze and Moses Simon, they are just identical twins with identical problems. So
now, if you bench Sanusi last match, what stops you bench him again?
No, he didn't bench him the last match.
He was injured.
It wasn't even his tactical decision.
So why just come back this match?
Because he's among his trusted 11. So when you come back from injury, you just go straight to the lineup.
I think you said trusted. We don't trust Sanusi.
We don't trust Sanusi, but the coach does. So whose decision matters?
You see, this match would have been so painful. If Nigeria had played well.
Yes, and lost.
It was so poor that Nigeria couldn't spring 5 complete passes.
Exactly.
That error.
Exactly.
It's so bad.
Do you know why?
I'm not.
Do you know
Osimhen. If I go and look at the stats, Osimhen cannot have up to 10 touches in that game.
Do you know why? Because
that's the African Footballer of the Year.
Because we are defending Sunday. We trusted in his ginger, so then in his
Long
struggle.
balls.
Yeah.
Long balls. Long balls.
Do you know why you can't play long balls? We played long balls with just one striker. When the ball comes and he wins the header, it goes back to their player, which is wrong. As when there was like you play like
they win the second ball.
Yes.
When the first ball is going to win it, but the second ball what's going to happen?
When you play the long ball and the striker knocks it up,
who's winning the second ball?
Because we are defending so deep.
Going back to my point, I think we will both agree. We all agree that when Simon is faster than Chukwueze. We agree that.
No. I will not agree.
You don't think when Simon is faster than Chukwueze?
No, I don't think so.
Simon is bad, but one thing he's not is slow. He's fast.
Chukwueze is fast.
If you
No. I think for
speed.
no, it's not speed per se. I think the hustling spirit of Moses Simon is better than that of Chukwueze. Chukwueze is just there without his afro dread just for fashion sake. I don't know.
No. If you are going to play long balls for Osimhen to try and win and maybe beat somebody, maybe I don't even.
You see Simon very close.
Simon would have been better fit than Chukwueze in that game.
You see Simon very close, but Chukwueze, well, I didn't even see Chukwueze.
Chukwueze did not play anything.
Do you know? That's why I said I blame the coach. You want to play long balls and you're telling your attackers to defend so deep. What's the essence of your long balls?
Is that so much?
Because from the game you will see that those players were playing to instruction. At some point, Osimhen was telling them to come out, but they were still sitting there because that's what the coach wanted them to play. Exactly. If Simon played, he would have still sat deep defending.
I thought.
See, guys,
is faster.
You people, you are not looking at something. Yes, the coach has his own issues. He has his own issues. Yes, I agree. But it is not the coach's fault for these people not to just move your way out of this block. It was so annoying yesterday. So annoying.
We didn't even attempt.
We didn't have any shot on target except for that AFCON goal.
Do you know why? When you defend so deep, you're giving your opponents chance to attack
So
you.
come and finish you up.
When we played like 2, 3, 4 passes, you will see the Ivorians closing down, and we don't have any other option than to
Long
ball. Back to them.
So it was frustrating.
I think I had a field day.
You're playing so deep, and before you play pass, and you look up and there's
nobody just plays.
They've closed you down and you just play long. The team was poor, the coaching was poor, the tactics was, everything was poor.
When you say tactics there was no tactics. It was just
the tactics was to defend, and when we scored that goal, see the defense was even 3 times 4 because we then sat. The best way to defend is to attack.
Yeah.
I just feel
the match was annoying.
We lost it. 2024 is another opportunity.
We didn't deserve.
But you know, going into this competition, we didn't give the Nigerian team, we didn't give the coach a chance, but they proved us wrong. Yeah, they did.
So you feel that that's a win for them?
But yeah, to some point, it's
that's a good reason to get.
That's not a good.
I was high up there.
No, that's not a good reason to. But going forward, we've lost.
Guys, throughout this AFCON competition, which game has been the best game for Nigeria? Was the best game for Nigeria? Because I struggled to pick one game out of this competition.
I think the best game for Nigeria was the match against Cameroon. We played, though we defended like we used to in this competition, but we saw glimpses of players, we saw passes around, we saw some players who just did some 1 or 2 things. The game was that we scored 2 goals. That's the best game. The rest.
That was our best game.
That was our best game.
But no, like we scored 2 goals.
Yes, that's the only match we scored 2 goals. And because we played ball, because we didn't sit so deep.
And we trusted our football. This last game, we didn't trust anything. We just went there to defend.
Even defending is not even Nigerian style of play. For
no, we
don't defend.
This is
the first time we are going into a competition defending. We don't defend as Nigeria football as a whole. We don't
If
defend.
Nigeria had won that game yesterday, it would have been an unworthy champion because you were sitting so deep. There was nothing entertaining. It was so drab. It was at the point I picked my phone and I started tweeting like, bro, this is an AFCON final and it was so boring.
Nothing.
Very boring.
Nothing to excite the fans. Nothing to excite.
We're locked against South Africa because they outplayed us too.
Yeah.
They outplayed those that were just a bit lucky with our keeper.
Okay.
Saved and take us.
And they were not potent in front of goal as well. Yeah. They had chances.
During the beginning stage of the competition, we saw chances that Osimhen missed. We saw those glorious chances.
Okay, to add to what you said, Osimhen's conversion rate this competition is just 4%.
It's poor.
4%.
It's poor.
For an African footballer of the year, but going beyond that 4%,
but what he brings, what he brings to the team, made up to that ball.
Yeah.
African champion, the best African player on planet Earth right now. Just scored a goal.
We didn't use his strength. Yesterday was so isolated. He was alone. He cannot have up to 15 touches.
Nobody could blame Osimhen.
No, nobody is.
This match.
Because he played well.
So guys, where does the Super Eagles go from here?
Home.
Where do we go?
Of course we go home.
Yeah, well, at least they go home with maybe $5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, prize money.
But nobody cares about second position.
But I think I'm done. We have to be done trusting this team because I just started because they raised our hopes so high. Everybody in the country was behind Super Eagles. They just had what they had to do was play football. Play football. We just enjoy. At least if we lost that game yesterday and then we played this ball like we played, just play something. Give us something to be excited about.
So with that silver medal that we took yesterday, I think that cemented our status as one of the most decorated African team. Yes, winning the competition 3 times, being silver medalist 5 times, and bronze medalist maybe like 9 times. So no one comes close to Nigeria. We're just there. Even though we lost yesterday, we're still the giant of Africa. Ghana can go and deal with that. So that's where we end today's show. And you can join us on our next edition where we go even further beyond African Cup of Nations. From my guys and from me, see you next time. Bye.